Welcome back, CCA, to another episode of Cca-Tv.
In honor of our school being so amazing at making students and faculty feel so included, we decided to dedicate this episode to the many ways CCA promotes tolerance and acceptance.
Yep. So without further ado, I'm Shinwoo.
And I'm Kalani.
And this is Cca-Tv.
At CCA, we have many ways of promoting tolerance all over campus. Shinwoo, how would you exactly define tolerance?
Tolerance. Is it like how the teachers always tolerate me every day?
Well, that is a tolerance, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for.
I mean, maybe the administrators know a little more about tolerance than we do. Let's take a look.
There was an incident that happened when I first got to CCA where a student was greatly offended by another student's actions, and instead of taking out his anger on that student, potentially getting in a fight or having an altercation, he brought that student to the counseling office, and as a result we were able to work through some issues with those students, and it was a much more positive resolution.
I think it's incumbent upon each one of us to take responsibility for that. So our school is all about inclusivity, and so we have to rise to that level. And so it's not just our administration, our teaching staff, our classified staff, it's each one of us.
Some of our students and Mr. Bess and Ms. Bryan went to a No Place for Hate conference last week put on by the Anti-Defamation League. So just spreading the message using some of our positive clubs. I know there are many others. There's community service oriented clubs. I think that's a great way for all of our students and adults on campus to think about being tolerant of others.
So the purpose of Debate Deconstructed was to try to take what could have potentially been a really frustrating and challenging experience and try to turn it into a productive experience where we could ask real questions.
Instead of us just having to deal with our feelings of how that debate went, we might as well have experts in different fields or policies in which that was discussed.
I thought this debate forum was really advantageous because it really drew a sharp contrast between the two candidates.
I think it was really positive because we talked a lot about other topics, not just politics, right? We had an economics professor, a communications professor, so we could talk about a lot of issues multilaterally.
I think events like this are important because it allows students to participate in civics on more like a local scale, and this involves the students in politics.
On November 8th, which is election day, we're going to do a live watch of all the returns. After school until as late as you want to hang out, we'll be watching the returns, and we hope to see you there.
Our school has grown substantially in the past couple of years. This is mainly due to the influx of freshmen coming into the school.
And being at the bottom of the food chain, freshmen may have a lot to worry about.
I remember being a freshman. I had a lot of bad moments, but I always felt accepted because of the upperclassmen at the school.
So here's a little info on how we can help our underclassmen.
The CCA is a really pretty strange school, and I myself is pretty strange.
Everyone's really nice at CCA.
I guess there's a lot of different clubs at CCA.
I think it was pretty cool.
Everybody's focused on school, which makes the environment really positive and productive.
You know, Kalani, our school has a wide variety of clubs and organizations
whose focus is centered around tolerance. Hear ye, and now commence the meeting of the Red Club.
Is this a blue club?
No, this is a Red Club. You're a blue club.
Can I join Red Club?
Okay, fine. Sit
All
down.
right, let's sit down. So here are a couple of clubs that promote tolerance and make CCA the school that we love.
So Slate Club stands for Students Learning Awareness Through Education, and we meet in Miss Bryant's room every Thursday during lunch to discuss issues regarding discrimination, inequality.
So Slate Club is basically a social justice club. We're trying to spread awareness about certain issues in our community and our society.
Every meeting is like a place where you can come discuss about something that you feel like you can't talk about anywhere else, but you can talk about in the club. In addition to that, we also plan all these events for like the community at large and just raising awareness for the issues that we think matter.
Currently, we're planning Pep Rally, which is supposed to bring our school closer together.
So one of the events that PALS leads is Community Day, and it's this completely organic environment where we're all just one. One of the most important aspects of our PALS program is the peer counseling aspect, and so we're always available for anybody who wants to open up to somebody of their own age.
So the GSA has set up a lot of events to try and promote a community of acceptance around school. On National Coming Out Day, we set up a little thing in the quad so people could talk about like things that they've come out with them. So whatever sexuality or gender identity, like whoever they are, they can come to GSA and they can be themselves.
Listen, Dale, we gotta
What's up,
talk.
man? All right.
You only talk about sports now.
I mean, dude, like, how could you not? It's like sports, like girls field hockey won 40-0 against Cca-Tv. Like, did you hear about that, man? That was gnarly.
I don't care!
Dude, girls varsity volleyball beat Foothill 2-0. You good, bro?
Oh, you talk about sports and sports scores, like how girls varsity volleyball lost to San Margarita. They lost against a drink, Theo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'll be more accepting. I'll only tell scores when the time is necessary. Like, how girls varsity volleyball also beat St. Joseph 2-0.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. You're a sports guy. You gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Pretzel.
Please.
CCA is really accepting, and CCA field hockey is the same way. It's all a positive attitude, and when we come here, it's all about field hockey and improving together as a team. Since that's our main focus, I mean, tolerance comes with it, and everyone's accepted on our team.
You just get along with everybody, really, because tennis is just really about like connecting with other people and having a good time.
Respect starts with yourself. If you respect yourself and your teammates, then you can respect the other team and the officials, and that's really important because you can't have a sport and be accomplished if you don't have respect for yourself and for everyone else.
I've accepted you for who you are, Theo. You're a sports guy.
JV Water Polo also won in their tournament.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Stay accepting, CCA.
Safety is always a main concern, and if anybody is feeling uneasy about something, they could always come talk to our counselors.
our counselors work their hardest to ensure that tolerance and acceptance happens both in and out of school. So let's hear about some of the opinions from the counselors on the matter.
I think the biggest role for the counselors is just to kind of create a safe environment and, promote the culture that CCA prides themselves on. Students usually think of their counselor as just the person who does their schedule changes, maybe writes them a letter of rec, but we're here for really anything, personal, social, emotional issues. Really, you can come in and speak to your counselor about anything. If you want to see your counselor, come in before school, at lunch, or after school. If you feel like you need more than just a couple minutes, then you could fill out a pass with the counseling secretary. You can even send your counselor an email and make an appointment.
So that's all the time we have for this episode, CCA.
I hope you all got to see and learn the many different ways CCA promotes tolerance and acceptance.
Our school is so unique in that everybody here tries to embrace their peers and the faculty to make CCA the awesome school that we love.
Yeah. So on that note, stay awesome, CCA. Kalani, I tolerate you.
And I accept that, to an extent.
What?
Hey CCA, I'm David Novick, and this is Cooking with David. Today we'll be making some CCA cake. We're gonna start off with one big old handful of just a sprinkle of silly, a wink of friendship, a bushel of intelligence, a small can of compassion, 2 tubs of acceptance. It's almost ready.
Here we go.